Austin, Texas. For years, bombastic far-right conspiracy theorist Alex Jones ranted to his millions of followers that the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting was a hoax, that children weren't killed, and that parents were crisis actors in an elaborate ruse to force gun control. Under oath and facing a jury that could hit him with $150 million or more in damages for his false claims, Jones said Wednesday he now realizes that was irresponsible and believes that what happened in the deadliest school shooting in American history was 100% real. Jones' public contrition came on the final day of testimony in a 2-week defamation lawsuit against him and his Austin-based media company, Free Speech Systems, brought by Neil Heslin and Scarlett Lewis, the parents of 6-year-old Jesse Lewis. But an apology isn't enough for Heslin and Lewis. They said Jones and the media empire he controls and used to spread his false assertions must be held accountable. "Alex started this fight," Heslin said, "and I'll finish this fight." The parents testified Tuesday about a decade of trauma, inflicted first by the murder of their son and what followed: gunshots fired at a home, online and telephone threats, and harassment on the street by strangers, all fueled by Jones and his conspiracy theory spread to his followers via his website Infowars. Courts in Texas and Connecticut have already found Jones liable for defamation for his portrayal of the Sandy Hook massacre as a hoax involving actors aimed at increasing gun control. They will also ask the jury to assess additional punitive damages. That portion will involve a separate mini-trial with Jones and economists testifying to his and his company's net worth. Jones' attorney asked the jury to limit damages to $8, $1 for each of the compensation charges they are considering, and Jones himself said any award over $2 million would sink us. At the end of Jones' testimony, Mark Bankston, an attorney for the family, pulled a crumpled dollar bill out of his pocket, showed it to Jones, and put it down in front of the parents. During his testimony, Jones said he's tried in the past to back off the hoax claims, but the media, won't let me take it back. Jones, who has been banned from major social media platforms for hate speech and abusive behavior, has portrayed the lawsuit as an attack on his First Amendment rights and complained that he's been typecast as someone that runs around talking about Sandy Hook, makes money off Sandy Hook, is obsessed by Sandy Hook. 8 days of testimony included videos of Jones and Infowars employees talking about the Sandy Hook conspiracy, and even mocking Heslin's description in a 2017 television interview that he'd held his dead son Jesse's body with a bullet hole through his head. And he came under withering attack from the plaintiff's attorneys under cross-examination as they reviewed Jones' own video claims about Sandy Hook over the years and accused him of lying and trying to hide evidence, including text messages and emails about Sandy Hook. At one point, Jones was told that his attorneys had mistakenly sent Bankston the last 2 years' worth of texts from Jones' cell phone. Sandy Hook families have separately sued Jones over his financial claims, arguing that the company is trying to protect millions owned by Jones and his family through shell entities. Associated Press writer Paul J. Weber contributed to this report. Hub school shootings.